So I just wanted to do this video and give my thoughts on the Joker trailer that came out, and I waited a day at least to process my thoughts. I've been waiting a long time for this film to come out, to this trailer at least, following the production and everything. And I saw it last night, and for the first time it was absolutely beautiful, and I could feel tears in my eye, just how moving the trailer was. That's how powerful it is. Because I guess the Joker, being one of the greatest characters ever made, and being portrayed by some of the greatest actors that ever lived, excluding Jared Leto. It looked beautiful. The cinematography was very, very good in the trailer, and I think for those like me who were following the production of this film, it kind of seemed a bit rushed, and there was a bit of worry about whether it was on the right track and stuff, and there was reports about whether they were writing the script on as they were making the film, but it looks absolutely incredible. And as a Joker fan, you really, and Batman, like if you love that world and you were hurt from Justice League and how bad that film was, this is such a return to form. It's what fans deserve. And I knew from the moment he was announced to play the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix was just a perfect choice. He has such an amazing range as an actor. If you don't know much about him or his films, I'll give you a few that I think are really good. The Master, especially. He plays a broken man, a bit of a troubled man, which is very similar to the Joker, I guess. Inherent Vice, he's really great in that. Gladiator. Her. He has such an amazing talent. And as you can see in the trailer, you can sense it in his eyes. And the very first shot of when he's talking to the psychiatrist, and she asks, does it feel good talking about these things? And you can just sense like this is a man on the brink of destruction, and he's ready to crack, but it's like you can see in his eyes, like, what is he thinking? What is going on in his mind that turns him into this crazed lunatic? And the story is, from what I can tell, it's very very grounded in reality, and um, I guess it looks like it takes place in the 80s, but it's got, I think the 80s and now are very similar in that we have someone like Donald Trump as the president, and just feels like society is getting more fucked up as time goes on. And there are people like this character. I mean, he's a villain. I'm talking about the Joker, not Donald Trump. He's a villain that just tried to live life normally, but was pushed down at every step of the way, and he did nothing wrong. He was just trying to live life on his terms, but he was shoved down, and it looks like he experiences a lot of tragedy. And just, I think I was so moved by the trailer because, I don't know, I feel being in those kind of situations, like seeing a psychiatrist and talking about not being able to relate to people and just feeling like you're the crazy one sometimes, and thinking that nothing you do matters or your voice isn't heard, and you're just trying to do good, but the whole world is laughing at you or doesn't take you seriously. And this is kind of the film that we need. A lot of stuff can be learned. I know a lot of people must feel this way of just being on the brink of just not being able to take it anymore, and they're ready to snap. And it's a good lesson that needs to be learned. We need to be careful about everyone's feelings. I just think, it looks like an amazing film, and I can't wait to see it. It does also, when I watched it the first time, I noticed the cinematography is very similar to that scene in the Dark Knight trilogy, and I guess it takes place 20 years before that happened. So, it could even be seen as even though it's a standalone film, it could also be seen as being in that universe almost. It could perfectly fit into that. But it's also looking forward to Matt Reeves' Batman series that should be coming out in 2021 or 2022. That looks very promising. I'm a massive Batman fan, and I just want the character and the stories to be told the right way. And it looks like DC is finally getting into their stride again. I think they needed a massive failure for a few years, and no one, I think they needed that to be able to learn their lessons and come back stronger with these films. Like, each film is individual in their style and tone. It's not like this one whole big universe where every film has to feel the same and look the same. You need a bit of variety, and that's good. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and it can be a bit relaxing. It's just my thoughts, reading them out as I go along. But yeah, I'm have such high hopes for this and can't wait for it. It's a perfect film for like Halloween as well. And Joaquin Phoenix, amazing actor, and I am so looking forward to seeing this film on the big screen. So thank you for listening to my thoughts, and check out the trailer if you haven't already.